I'm Grace with Sitka Seafood Market, and today we're going to make pan-seared cod with lemon caper pan sauce, also known as piccata. Okay, ready? All right, let's get started. Like I do with all of our cod or whitefish, I give it a nice season of salt, a good sprinkle on both sides, and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This firms up the flesh, it makes it easier to cook, it seasons it from the inside out, so it's not quite so delicate. The fish has been sitting for 10 minutes. I've rinsed it to remove some of the salt, pat it dry, and now I'm going to dip it in egg and flour and then pan fry it. We've got a little bit of olive oil on medium heat. We have a nice little place for this to land. A little bit of butter. Make sure it's not too hot. We want the butter to sizzle, but we don't want it to brown. So working quickly, we'll dip one fillet into the flour, tap off the excess, add it to the egg wash, let the excess drain, put it back into the flour to give it a nice coating, and we are ready for it to land in the pan. Give it a little bit of a shake so it doesn't stick. And then we'll do the second one. Flour, egg, flour, and then in the pan. Again, give it another shake, turn the heat down to medium, and let it go for about a minute or two per side. So let's take a look and see. Yep. So let's see. Oh yeah, this looks great. This is done on both sides. So we're going to transfer it to a platter. This is a thin fillet, so it really takes no time at all really to cook. Now let's build a pan sauce. So we have to get rid of this cooking oil. So we carefully pour it out, being very careful not to get splashed. And then let's wipe out any sort of burnt bits or brown bits or debris in the pan. So to the hot skillet, we swirl in a tablespoon of butter, garlic, and capers. These are classic ingredients in piccata. Let it cook until it's a little bit golden and it's really fragrant, and you can see that the capers are starting to burst a little bit. About 2-3 minutes maybe. Smells great. The garlic is almost ready. You don't want it to burn. You want it to get lightly golden and not burn so that it doesn't take on an acrid flavor. Next comes a good squeeze of lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons or so, and a 1/4 cup of water. And we're going to bring it up to a boil on high heat and let it cook until it's reduced to about half. So this is about reduced by half, and I'm going to add some butter and swirl the pan so that the butter melts and is emulsified. If you boil it too hard, the butter will break, the sauce will break, so you just kind of want to do it very gently so that the butter stays creamy. Okay, then the last thing we'll do is, let me grate a little bit of lemon zest for a little extra flavor, a little brightness, and then we will return the fish to the pan. So you want to let it soak up some of this beautiful, delicious pan sauce. Carefully and gently turn so that it's coated on both sides. And the sauce will continue to thicken and reduce and flavor the fish really nicely. Okay. So this is ready to serve. So let's just carefully place that onto a platter, turn off our heat, and spoon the sauce on top. I love capers, so I like a lot of capers. Sprinkle with a little bit more parsley. All right. So there you have it. Pan-seared cod with lemon caper pan sauce, also known as cod piccata. Serve it with some crusty bread to sop up all of the delicious pan sauce. So for the full recipe, click the link in the description. Thanks for joining. I'll see you soon.